guys, what's up? I am Nikhil from dopemotions.com and welcome to this brand new After Effects tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys a really quick tip on creating a really interesting text animation in After Effects. It's going to be really interesting and fun. So without any further ado, let's get straight into After Effects and get started. Alright, so here we are in After Effects. So let's start by creating a new composition, which is going to be 1920 by 1080. Let's rename the comp to main. 10 seconds should be good enough and hit OK. And then we can type in any text that we want to use in the text animation. So I'm going to type in motion and just a dot just to give a little bit of nice look to it. I think it looks pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm just going to add a dot. So here we have our text. You can of course type in anything that you want, any of your name or company name or whatever that you want. And then what I'm going to do is let's go right over here and add a rotation animator to this, and let's set the rotation to maybe around 10 degrees. Let's go into the range selector and set the start percent to 50, which is something like that. And let's go to actually 1 second. Create a keyframe on the start property, go to 2 seconds and set this to 100. Alright, so now we have this simple animation. Then let's go into the advanced settings and turn on randomize order, and then you can easily select any random seed in any particular order that you want to animate the text in. So we have something like that. So I think this looks pretty interesting to me. So let's go to 1 second again and let's add a tracking to this. So let's go and find the tracker. There we have it, and then we can animate the tracker. So I'm going to keep it at somewhere around there, maybe something like 20. Create a keyframe on the tracking amount. Let's go to 2 seconds and let's set this to 0. Then select the text layer and hit U. So we have this really simple animation. Now let's select all the keyframes and hit F9 to ease the keyframes. Go into the graph editor, and if your graph editor doesn't look like this, make sure to right click and make sure you're working in the edit speed graph and not in the edit value graph. So let's go at maybe 1 second and 15 frames, and I'm going to try to create a peak just like that by dragging these keyframes, something like so. So now we have this really cool looking text animation, and as you can see, it is really simple and easy to create. Now imagine how long it will take you to create this kind of animation, each alphabet by alphabet. It's going to take a hell lot of time, but as you can see, it's really easy and simple. It looks pretty interesting as well. And the best part is that if I go into the properties, I can randomize the seeds and it's going to give a different effect or different animation every time. So if I just go into the range selector and advanced properties, I can change the random seed, just something like that, pretty randomly, and we have a different look and animation. So I think I'm going to go with this one, which is looking pretty interesting. Now to add one more interesting animation to this, what I'm going to do is go into the properties. So let's rename this animator to rotation. Alright, and let's go ahead and add a position to this. And then delete the range selector. So I'm going to select the range selector and click on delete. And right over here, I'm going to add a selector, expression selector. Then go into the expression selector, go into the amount, and into the expression amount, I'm gonna copy paste this expression that I have. I'll provide the link to the to download this notepad or this expression in the description box below, so make sure to check it out. So I'm gonna hit Control C to copy it, and let's hold Alt and click on the amount stopwatch just like that, and hit Control V to paste the expression. And now we have nothing, because we need to set the position to 500, and now we should have this really interesting animation just like that. And we can play around with the delay. So if I want to keep it, increase the delay between every alphabet, so I can just set this to 2. So they're gonna they're gonna come up one by one just like that. So I'm gonna just leave it at 1, and what I can do is select the text layer, hit U so we can see just the keyframes, and I'm going to go right over here maybe at 20 frames and drag this keyframes just like that, and drag this keyframes a bit closer. So now we have this really cool looking text animation. Just imagine how long it will take you to create this kind of animation one by one, you know, animating each and every alphabet. It's going to take you a hell lot of time. And this is a quick tip on how you can create some really simple but intricate looking text animation using this simple trick. And to make it look more interesting, what I can do is I can create a few copies. So let's say I'll create 2 copies, and maybe I'll just displace them maybe by around 5 frames or something like that. And select this one, maybe change the color to something like a darker pink color, all-time favorite. And for this one I'll go with a blue color, and maybe I'll just use the arrow keys to displace the text a little bit, just like that. And for this one I'll displace this a little bit, just like that. And now we have a really interesting animation, as you can see. So it looks pretty interesting, looks kind of complex, but it is actually very simple, as you saw. And I hope this technique will be helpful to you. So that is a wrap for today, guys. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, make sure to subscribe, comment and like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to stay raw, stay creative.